Some people in Alabama fear the idea will only cause more problems. WIAT 42 News reporter Mike McClanahan joins us now with a look at where that proposal stands and more on the existing immigration issues already in Alabama. Mike?
Sherry, parts of the Center for Domestic Preparedness were being considered for use as temporary shelters for some of the unaccompanied children, but that plan appears to be off the table for now. Meanwhile, Anniston residents have different views on the right thing to do in this complicated case.
FEMA owns the CDP in Calhoun County. It is used to train first responders how to deal with mass casualty events, large protests, and disasters. It was also used to house people after Hurricane Katrina, but that was before CDP took control of the site. There are currently no facilities available to house immigrant children. Some Anniston residents have mixed emotions about how to respond to the humanitarian crisis facing the unattended children who illegally crossed the border. Protesters in California have squared off with buses carrying asylum seekers to be processed there.
If they're here right now, we've got to care for them. I think these people, blocking buses that are already here in our country, there's seriously something wrong with that.
I don't believe they should come in here. They got no right in here. United States just don't get anymore. They should keep them out of here.
It's not a simple issue. My heart goes out to the kids because they're innocent, and I think as being a mother, I would want the best care for my daughter.
A community organizer with the Hispanic Interest Coalition of Alabama says the crisis on the border and the families who've been split up by this state's immigration law point to the need for federal immigration reform.
And so, but families have been, they've been acting and they've been trying to get something, even though there's been a total halt on behalf of the federal government.
It is unclear exactly where the unaccompanied children will wind up and if any could ultimately be housed in Alabama. The White House announced today that most of the children who crossed the border illegally will be deported. In the studio, Mike McClanahan, WIAT 42 News. Coverage you can count on.